What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and welcome on back to Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. And we have done one more final respec, one final build shift for you guys before we, I assume, wrap this series up. I think we're getting pretty close. Now we're in Act 3, the moot and getting King Arthur's crown. It seems like it's kind of the final stretch, so I decided to go one more respec. We've done archery, we've done daggers, we've done 2 swords, we've done 2 daggers. We've done sword and shield, but what we hadn't played around with at all during this playthrough was a 2-handed weapon. And I got an axe from Bridei in the Volker Tribe that I actually really like the look of. So let's see what this does first. You can see I got it up to +7, which, by the way, I did finally find what titanium does in this game. And it upgrades unique items like Bridei's axe or the new armor set we're rocking. If you notice, we look a little bit different. I'll explain that too. So this deals critical hits against enemies with 100% health. So our opening shot is always a critical hit. And critical hits with this weapon deal 100% more damage. So we get guaranteed crit first hit. And beyond that first hit, it's always going to be 100% more damage when it crits. So keep that in mind. And then for our new gear, we have the Crow's Mask. We basically got an upgraded version of everything in the Fledglings set. I did clear out and finish out that quest line. We got this really cool armor, so now this is giving us 54% crit damage and 54% crit attack speed, sorry. This is giving us 15% damage dealt as stamina, so our stamina is just infinite now, it's never going to run out. We have the Crow's Breeches, which we were getting 15% crit chance from our legs before, now we're getting 30. And then I believe we're using the Crow's Boots for an extra 20% crit chance versus the 10 we got before. So if we go over to our stats now, and our attributes, you will see that our melee critical hit chance is 96%. And I would actually really like to get this to 100, if we can, before we wrap the game out. So likely, for the next couple level ups, I'll probably just sink the next 4 points into Perception. Get this sitting at 100%, because like I said, I would just like that. Our crit damage is sitting at 280%, plus the 100 from the bonus damage on our axe. Every time we crit, it'll be 100%, plus the guaranteed crit on an opening shot, and then 96 thereafter. So basically, every swing is going to be a crit, which is going to do 100% damage. So it'd be 380%. Then on our melee damage, we have 209%, attack speed 237%. Sneak damage is still pretty high up, although we probably won't be using it much, and we're still sitting at that 100% discount and 90% bonus of selling up. Of course, I did change our skill tree layouts, so obviously down here in two-handed, we have attacks with two-handed weapons are stronger by 20%. Two-handed heavy attacks deal 5% bonus damage. Heavy attacks with two-handed weapons have a 5% chance to stun, and I might upgrade this to 15% eventually, but it's a heavy attack, we probably won't be doing it much, especially not with the high crit chance. We'll just want to chop away real quick and get that crit off, but maybe worth it. Heavy attacks with a two-handed weapon have a 50% chance to deal critical damage if the target is below 50% health. So if we do come across anything that can hold up, we'll just chunk away with the heavy attacks. It'll boost our crit even more when it gets lower, and this should just explode at that point, right? Mighty Blows. Two-handed weapon hits deplete 10% of the damage dealt from the target's stamina. So that opening crit attack, if we hit big, like 300% big, it's going to nuke the enemy's stamina bar, which will play into another perk I took later, so keep the stamina thing in mind. And then we have Perpetual Swings. Decrease the stamina cost for each consecutive two-handed hit by 4% up to 20%. So that's just going to enable it to chop that wood. In general, of course, we have the increased melee damage by 25. We have enemies take 60% increased damage when they're staggered. Somebody becomes staggered when they run out of stamina, which plays into our two-handed ability tree that I was just talking about. And then we have increased physical damage by 2% for each point of your weapon's weight, which actually comes into effect for us now, because we're finally using a heavy weapon. This thing weighs 7, so 2% for every point, 2 times 7. It's a pretty chunky buff. Skill trees. Okay, so in endurance, I took the point out of the top there because I put it elsewhere. In attack speed, I buffed our attack speed by 8%, and I got the onslaught perk, which increases attack speed for each consecutive hit by 2% up to 10%. So this is going to just tweak our attack speed out even more. In movement, I obviously don't need the dashes anymore. We're not going to be dashing around with the dagger perks, but I just got the dashes because 40% less. Maybe we'll need it, and then the extra dash because why the hell not, right? Down in perception, I just got the critical hit tree, so we're increasing our crit chance by 6. We have a 40% chance to fully restore our stamina when we crit hit. Every time I land a critical, I gain 30% damage reduction against the next hit I suffer. So keep in mind that the opening attack is guaranteed crit with this weapon. So right off rip, if we're fighting a boss, I hit them first. Then if they do manage to hit me during that encounter, 30% less damage off rip, which is fantastic for survivability. And then Swift and Fierce, which is critical hits increase your movement speed by 20% for 10 seconds. Again, guaranteed critical hit on opening, so you know how I've been circling around enemies and just chopping them away? This is going to make the circle even faster, so they're just cooked. And then Bloodthirst. Critical hits heal you for 4% of the damage dealt. So if I go into an encounter weak, or say there's a big crowd of enemies, right? And I finished killing the one, he hit me a couple times, I go over to the next enemy, guaranteed crit, because he's full health, I get my health back. It all plays in really well with the axe, I think. And then in practicality, we obviously just have the price goods peddling. Inside here, we have the increased armor value by 8%, increased armor weight thresholds 15, endurance increases your melee damage by 1% per point. This is important because I've been doing endurance and strength for my health and stamina respectively, so this is an important perk for any build I'll ever do, probably, because I like to be able to move around, so why not just get melee damage out of it too. And then we got Hedgehog Knight, which is something new for our build, which is receiving melee damage, returns 25% of it back to the attacker, which won't necessarily be good on that opening hit, which is taking a 30% reduction, but if something decides to combo me or hit me big when they're really low, they'll just outright die, so, I mean, why not, right? And I think that about takes us up to everywhere. No change on the rings, we're still using Blood Ring, and we're still using Perilous Orb. One thing I do want to check, actually, is I think I forgot to put my points back into statuses here. No, I didn't. There it is. If an enemy has an active status on them, they take 30% more damage. So that's just extra damage stacked on top, because they're always going to bleed first strike, because every hit applies bleed. And then Perilous Orb is just giving us an extra 7%. I might drop some of these if I find something that gives me more crit chance. Otherwise, these are locked in forever, because again, we're a 96% crit, and I want that 100. Now, all that build video being capped up, it is a very pretty axe, by the way. I love the way this thing looks. It swings good, too. You see how much stamina it nukes out of your health bar to swing two-handed weapons, so we got 3 swings before we burn out. So critical hits and all that, feeding stamina back is gonna do wonders for our upkeep. Which tribe are you?
Halt! No entry, outsider.
I'm here on behalf of the voice of the tribes.
And you've got the seal. Funny how he only remembers us when he needs something. Fine. Go on then, and speak with our chieftain, Angsvar. Just try not to piss him or anyone off. The only other way out of this village is a long drop straight down.
It seems that if I want the Volkers to join the Mu, I should speak with Angsvar. This is the Volker Tribe. And you are?
You don't belong here.
Are these the Berserkers?
Mother speaks and I listen. She says you must be tested.
By all means. Let's fight you on. I won't hold back.
That's more like it. A true warrior doesn't shy from battle.
We've been through this before with the Berserkers.
Let's see what you're made of.
I think we're more likely about to find out what you're made of.
We're full like the rest.
As you wish. Like that. Not this one. Oh, you fought me to the death. Mind if I do, right? Whoops. You know, when he said I needed to be tested, I didn't think he'd fight me to the fucking death. Any perks on that? Like any cool abilities? No, there never is, man. This, the Doriada armor, one thing I'm noticing about that is it looks really cool, but there's no enchantment on it ever. And I'm not sure if you can enchant your own gear in this game. I haven't found a way to do that if there is. You're gonna be upset with me that I killed your man.
Greetings, stranger. I'm Angsvar, the chieftain of the Volker Tribe. What brings you here?
When I entered the village, one of the warriors challenged me to a duel.
Ah, Tyke. Tig was a problem. The poor man had gone mad.
Oh, so we're good
He
then.
claimed to hear Mother's voice, that the goddess was commanding him to fight and die a noble death. Someone would have granted him that death long ago. It would have been kinder than his torment. But defeating a madman in combat brings no honor, so he suffered. And we suffered alongside him. Your act was an act of mercy. It's good that someone finally took it upon themselves to do it. We'll need to inform Helmi, Tig's widow.
I mean, honestly, I just
It's best
expected a
if you
duel.
handle it. Offer her your
I
condolences.
didn't think he was gonna fall over,
And
to
don't
be
worry.
blunt.
She'll understand that it had to be done.
Gerfon sends me. He wants you to attend the moot.
Really? Me? A representative of the madmen forsaken by Mother? Does he think I don't know we're the joke of the other tribes? What? Does he want them to laugh in my face instead of behind my back?
Forsaken by the Old Mother. Madman.
That's what we are in the eyes of the other Dalrita. Sure, they respect our berserker's fury, when it's not too frequent, and when it happens to serve their battles. But deep down, they see it as madness. They're afraid that in our rage, we might mistake them for the enemy.
Gerfon wants the tribes to come to an agreement about Camelot.
An agreement? For centuries, every tribe has only looked out for itself. A single conversation isn't going to change that. Besides, with the others there, we'll never be treated as equals. That's just the way it's always been. Unfortunately, I must refuse. The Volker Tribe will not join the moot. We have our own issues to attend to.
Gerfon told me to help you in any way I can.
There is one thing, but I'm not sure you can do much about it. It's embarrassing to ask an outsider for help, but I have
See,
no other choice.
that's the correct
Not far from
attitude.
The, village,
The last tribe
there's
did
a
not
hill
have the correct
that used
attitude.
to be the seat of our elders. At least, it was. Until bandits moved in and likely killed everyone there. They've destroyed the
You're
bridge,
concerned I couldn't
fortified
handle
the
bandits?
stronghold, and now they sit there, practically spitting in our faces.
They took over the land of the Dariada and right next to a village full of warriors.
I know. We've fallen far. Once, we were a proud tribe. Now, we're stuck watching petty thugs parade around our own land. Mother is clearly showing us what she thinks of us.
You didn't try to retake the Elder's seat.
We did. We lost too many good warriors. We underestimated them. On top of that, many Volker left to join One Eye.
Yeah, you are a little
Our
understaffed.
numbers are thin. We don't even have our berserker potion. We lost it, along with Mother's grace.
Know how to make those. I take it you want to reclaim the seat of the Elders.
Yes, but if my warriors couldn't do it, I don't expect you to manage it alone. Still, maybe if you could sneak in there somehow and... I don't know. Either way, anyone who helps drive those dogs off our land will be rewarded.
I'll take care of it.
I appreciate your courage, though I hope it is courage and not just foolish bravado.
Could ask your man at the gate about that. With all due respect. Condolences. So that's for the wife. And then Shattered Pride is the other one. Let's go give the wife our condolences first. I did kind of just, you know, smoke her man and then strip him naked in the snow, so.
Oh, Tiga. What have you done? Why did you leave me like this? So brave, yet so foolish. What am I supposed to do now?
Are you Tige's wife?
Oh, you startled me. Barging into a Dilrida woman's house without knocking. You're lucky to still be breathing. Wait, you're the one who gave him a good death, aren't you? I'm Helmi. Yes, Tiga was my husband. And I suppose I should thank you.
That's a strange position to be in, isn't it? I'm sorry about the duel.
I'm only sorry that Tiga is gone. But I am grateful to you. You acted honorably, allowing him to challenge you. No one else was willing to do it. The Del Rida think fighting a madman is dishonorable, as if madness could be caught like a sickness. Madder, help me, it's utter nonsense. My poor Tega.
Angsvar sends his condolences.
He'd be the first I'd like to kill. But without my husband and without my calling, I don't know what would happen to me if they cast me out. Well, I'll manage somehow. I've survived one heartbreak with Meder. I'll survive another. Now, please, just leave me alone.
Tige was yelling that Mata ordered him to kill me. Do you believe that?
I don't believe Meder was speaking to him. And I know what I'm talking about. Before I got married, my greatest dream was to become the Volker matron. But I believe that he believed it. That's why they thought he was mad. If I had become a priestess, Tega would still be alive. I would have loved him from afar, but at least he'd still be here.
You couldn't have predicted it. Don't blame yourself.
It's hard not to. Maybe there was something I could have done. Maybe I missed some symptoms, signs that his illness was getting worse.
There's always maybes.
It's nice of you to try and comfort me, but I need to deal with my grief on my own.
Fair
Though
enough.
I'll admit, right now, I'd gladly kill half of my tribe.
Let's not.
Especially those
I
who
need your
refuse to
tribe.
grant him a good death.
Actually, you kind of need your tribe to be alive and kicking, so. Alright, the next one was Shattered Pride. Let's see what we can do about this stronghold full of bandits. Although, to be honest, this is looking like a lonely mountain. Aside from the guy at the gate, I'm not sure where the tribe is. Alright, so that's the village. That's where I gotta get to. Sneak in somehow. Okay. Well, let's save in case we fall off the mountain while I'm fucking around. I think we'll take this down. There'll probably be a little side way to slip up, right? So apologies if you hear me clearing my throat or I sound a little croaky today. I think I'm getting a little sick. I woke up with like a sore throat today. Well, there's a bridge from that side. What is this? Elevator pass. You just take the elevator up from inside the pass, maybe? Of course, the elevator's not down. No switch, huh? Let's get our axe up. The Unstoppable. What are you? Restores 50 stamina after killing an enemy. That would be cool. The damage looks like it's pretty good too. It's at 174 already. That's not even a plus anything. Maybe we'll look into messing with that. There's the switch. Really glad I didn't just run out. What does work? Well, those boys are about to have a bad day. I'm not gonna lie, I thought the switch wasn't gonna be there. It just didn't spawn in. I thought I was cooked. Let's go introduce ourselves to some bandit scum, huh? Knock knock. They're all about to have a very bad day. Yeah.
This is my lucky day.
You see how much it's nuking their stamina bar too, like when they live the first swing, they do not have the stamina to act. And that's that. What are you rocking? Definitely need the cooking supplies from this stuff. They had a leader too, so gonna be selling all your shit. That's the leader. Food Mystic Totem. So your bandits from a different Volker tribe, huh? And against your own and took that shit. Well, I'm sure the boys in the Volker tribe will be thrilled to learn that. Look around this village a little. Let's see if there's any goodies. Feet of the Elders. Anything cool in here, maybe? Doesn't look like there is in this building. Check the one across. Well, this one was short and sweet, if that's all he's gonna ask of me. Just came across here and rinsed some bandits real fast. Although, I always, like, who's the first guy to lay the bridge in those situations, right? Because obviously someone's gonna need to rebuild that. Who's taking that lead? I'm glad it ain't my ass. Take that for sure. We'll be making all kinds of fish soup after this. Fine. Cheese. I've been looking at social media for this game a little, and everybody is obsessed with that cheese spell, and I actually haven't used it, but I do know it exists. It's like Rumple's something. It literally turns the enemy into a giant stack of cheese. And it, well, obviously, if you if you use the build that I'm using right now, where it has, oh, it's already rebuilt. That makes it convenient.
Who goes there?
Somebody you didn't want to fight. Oh, this is not the way back. It's a different place. I guess we could have circled around the back then too. Yeah, you see how my stamina just instantly comes back when I clock those kills. They can just do nothing about this. Already getting my two-handed pretty high level too. It's focused enough. Shit, that two-handed is gonna be at 100 in no time at this rate. You're gonna put that big bonk stick down. Domination.
Stay sharp.
There's lots of these guys up here, huh? Dumb rot. Just take everything you had.
Your money. Someone's out there. I'm not.
Yes, you are. I assume he was about to say I'll not fall, but he sure is. Let's not fall to our death on the way back down this place. Nailed it. Okay, that's the rest of that stuff cleared too. Threw in a little bonus.
What's that?
Yeah, I guess this was an alternate path that I could have taken to get up here. Yeah, I could have come down here and rafted all the way up around the edge if I didn't take that cave. I'll definitely kill you all.
What's that noise?
Yep, that's that. So if I swing down here real fast, then that elevator we took to get up here in the first place should be right around this road. bastard. Stop it. Big ol' bonks. Please, red fan. There's our chest. And it's locked too, so I might have something really good inside. Left a little. Coin, greater health. Polished emerald. I'll just take all that stuff, we'll just sell it on. That's our way back, yeah. Because that was the original bridge that was down, I think. So, wait, I guess the, no, it's not. That's the bridge that was down right there. So we do need to take this elevator regardless. Yeah, so I could have wrapped all the way around the mountain instead of taking that little shortcut path through the elevator pass. I'm glad I noticed that. My build, this build doesn't seem like it's quite as explosive, unless the difficulty spike is just up. But I'm not one-shotting everything so much anymore.
Watch yourself, outsider.
Okay. You remember what happened to Tigby? Yeah, maybe they're just taking more hits than they were before.
Ah, so you're the one who lit up this sad old pillar. You almost caused a stir among those sad lumps. Almost. So, I guess you're not exactly what they've been waiting for. But you've certainly piqued my curiosity.
What are you talking about?
This tribe. Once hailed as mighty warriors. Now they're just sitting around, waiting for someone to save them. They've lost their purpose and are desperate for someone to give it back to them.
What's a matron?
That's what they call their priestess. She disappeared long ago and never returned. The Volker claim she took Mater's favor with her, leaving them cursed. They act like a spoiled child whose mother suddenly got cross with them, and they can't understand what is happening. It should be amusing, but somehow it's not.
What does the pillar glowing even mean?
That's a good question. The pillar reacted to me when I first arrived, although very faintly. And now it's reacting to you for some undeniably fascinating reasons I'd love to hear about. But here's the real puzzle. Why does the pillar respond to creatures touched by the weirdness? And what exactly are they waiting for if nothing is ever enough? I doubt even Angsvar could answer
You were
that,
touched by the weirdness
but you
too.
should ask him anyway. I'm quite curious to hear what he'll tell you. Meet me later at the temple, fellow brother in the weirdness. I have a feeling we'll have plenty to talk about.
Okay. That's a curious thing. Like, I know why I'm able to handle the weirdness. It's because I have King Arthur's soul. He doesn't have that benefit. I've reclaimed the seat of the elders for you.
Really? How? No, don't tell me. Let it stay between you and Mother. I feel she has a hand in this. Thank you for stepping up for us. I promised a hefty reward, and now it's yours. And since Mother helped with reclaiming the seat of the elders, maybe her grace will also guide us with the matter of the empty temple.
The empty temple?
Frigg, the matron who served there, disappeared one fateful day. We searched everywhere, but it was no use. It was like she vanished into thin air. The sacred totem of Mother, passed down from matron to matron, disappeared with her. Without it, we can't appoint a successor, and the temple has remained empty ever since.
Why did she leave?
It's hard to blame her. She left after the massacre of Gunvalder. Her daughter was with a man from that tribe, and was in the village when it happened. Frigg was furious that we didn't come to their aid. But tell me, would anyone have helped us if the situation had been reversed? Of course not. I've spent years questioning whether I made the right decision back then.
We gotta get this tribe a new matron if it's gonna have to go to the
I don't have an
moot.
answer. And I no longer have the strength to dwell on it.
I take it she's important to the tribe.
You're right. Only a matron can brew the sacred potion that allows us to enter the battle frenzy. Without it, the Volker Tribe isn't worth much.
If you want to find her, I can help.
We gave up searching for her a long time ago. it's pointless. Mother made her judgment clear. But if you're set on trying anyway, speak with Bridei. You'll know more than I do.
I assume that's our friend in the Wyrdness. Follow her path. Well, let's check out the temple. I'd like to know why that guy is able to just chill with the Wyrdness. Oh, that's not where they went. I was a little confused about the waypoint there for a second. Up, that's where it is. It's up. Didn't even see this right hand turn. What the fuck is this person? I'm gonna just get cheeky real quick, hold on. You're in a castle. There we are. All Mother Temple. This could get interesting with the Wyrdness in the All Mother. We've talked to giants, maybe we'll get to talk to another god now. Here's some more biomechanical doors. I'm so curious about this stuff, because this architecture matches the one that's in Arthur's tomb.
Hello again, fellow outsider. Welcome to the heart of the Volker's desolation.
Angsvar said you could tell me more about the missing matron.
Matron freak. I doubt she'd have been pleased to see me here, in a place that belonged only to her and those who came before. The Volkers say she cursed them and left, that Mater herself hid her tracks so she could never be found. They're wrong. At least about finding her. She may be gone, but her presence is everywhere. You just need to follow it.
What do you mean?
And everyone leaves their mark on it. Some faint, some strong, but someone like the Volker matron, she'd leave a trail bright as a blaze. You just need to find it.
How do I find it?
First, you'll need to sharpen your senses to the Wyrdness. I have something that can help, but before you set out, I want to ask a favor.
Naturally.
When you find the totem, don't go running straight to Angsvar. Bring it here instead. If a new matron takes her place, these doors will close to both of us forever. And I need to know what's behind them. I'll repay you, I promise. Answers and more.
It's fair enough, I suppose. Can't really progress without you.
Excellent. I can hardly wait. Here, ether bloom. Often with ethereal cobweb and just a hint of wolfsbane. You'll need to smoke it. Be brave.
Well, before we smoke his joint that he's going to roll for us, let's sell up some of this stuff. Well, I guess look at it too. Attacks heavily burn enemies. Increases damage by 15% if the enemy is burning. So he had two little war blades that work off each other. That would be an interesting combination, potentially. And Twisting Twig has a 50% chance to duplicate all magic projectiles shot. Well, we won't be using magic, so that can just go freely. Don't need that. Mystic Armor can definitely go. Increases mana regen. Here, you can go too. Man, I wish some of the Dariata stuff would have benefits to it. Okay, so that actually does seem like a pretty good place to split this one up, since it's going to take longer than I thought. So I'm going to wrap this one here. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, please do check out the links in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned, and I'll see you soon with more Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Peace.